Welcome to Divine Creator Brand. My name is Delbert. I'm a spiritual motivational speaker. My goal really on my journey is to conquer fear and really walk in love, peace, joy, harmony. And along my journey, I've picked up a lot of information from really everywhere. And so I want to give back, give that knowledge to the community, give that knowledge to you all to really set your mind free so that you can access that path to the heart. That's really my mission, my goal in this lifetime. If this is your first time, welcome. If this isn't your first time, welcome back. And thank you for coming along this journey with me as we continue on this path to knowing more of who we truly are. Everyone is welcome here, no matter your background, your beliefs, your preferences, God, source, higher self, whatever you choose to call that. That's fine with me. I'm here to set your mind free and really share some of the wisdom that I've gained along my path. If you resonate with my energy, if you're vibing with me, be sure to do all the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe for me, and really tag along in this journey as we really start to unlock the truth from within. Now, today we're gonna talk about when the tower comes tumbling, crumbling down, okay? A tower moment resembles a sudden upheaval, a complete crumbling of the timeline that you are on to support change, massive change in personal growth. Now, destruction is needed to create something new. This is the idea I want to talk about today, because you have to clear out the old to support something new. You have to make space for it. So what I want to do today is really talk about how do we utilize a tower moment to ascend in our spiritual path, to ascend in our personal growth on our journey today. It starts with the idea of energy goes where energy flows. Now, the question to you personally is, where is your energy going currently? If you're not liking the experience you are in, what is the energy you are putting out? You are the biggest magnet on this planet. So if you're putting out negative energy, you're probably going to get that negative energy back. So we need to stop blaming everyone else for our issues and really start understanding that things in our life are happening for for us to heal something or to become aware of something that we are creating over and over and over again, right? Or B, something is coming up to tell us to make a move, to make a change, right? So I really want to talk into the idea of you have to completely unlearn, replace, clear out, repair, and prepare to become something new. And if you were thinking, I have my iPad here with my notes on it as I go through my study notes with you guys. So this actually reminds me of when we talk about unlearning things and bringing something new, it reminds me of a biblical scripture in Luke chapter 5, where it talks about Yeshua is talking about you can't put new wine in old wineskin because the old wineskin will burst because of the pressure. You have to put new wine in new wineskin, resembling that you have to get rid of the old self, right? Before you can come into your new self, because it is a internal process that is happening, a internal transformation. And for that internal transformation to happen, you have to become something new. And then that comes out into your external reality. One thing to think about on this thought is life is a reflection. Your life is a mirror, okay? So everything is spiritual before physical. This is the as above, so below, as within, so without. In the heavens as it is on earth. This is what this literature is speaking of. But a question that I really want to ask you is, are you living a false identity? Because do you truly love the people you're around? Do you truly love the life you're living currently? Do you truly love the work that you do? Because when we talk about energy, if you're not truly loving what you do, right, why aren't you changing it? Because if you're scared to change it, now we're putting out the fear, right? Whatever that may stem from, we are putting the energy of fear out because we are scared to change because of what? Worldly attributes. What is that? Because of bills, because of you don't want to be alone, you don't want to be this, you don't want to be that. So this is something to think about, is that are you living a false identity and trying to keep up with that? Because now we are at an energy deficit because we have to put that mask on every time we go places. Now we can't be our authentic self, and we're sacrificing who we are to feel accepted, right? But you already are accepted. You already are loved, right? And that's from within. And that's what this whole world was, this whole society was trying to get you to think, was trying to condition you to believe, is that everything is outside of you, that you should be who they tell you to be, or be a part of the cool group or the cool kids or whatever that may be. And I'm here to tell you right now that who you are right here in your heart is going to bring you everything you need. It's going to bring you the job. It's going to bring you the friends. It's going to bring you the happiness. It's going to bring you the joy, right? You don't have to fake it to make it. You can be it and see it. You like that right there, don't you? Then the second question that I would ask is, what is your frequency, right? What are you vibing at, right? What's your vibe, right? What is that all the time? And again, let's go back to the talk of the mask, because I'm not talking about what's your vibe when you're trying to fake it, right? You're with those friends and you're like, oh my God, girl, oh my God. And then you go home and you're like, I hate them. I hate being around them. I just hate all this stuff. What is the energy you're putting out when you're lying to yourself about that? Are you just scared that you're going to be alone and you won't have friends? Right? So we really have to understand what is the energy inside? What is the emotions that we're putting out into our reality right now? Do we truly, truly love what we are doing? Do we truly, truly love the people we are around? And do we want to be there? Again, if you want something new, you're going to have to give up something. You're going to have to give up the old if you want something new. So you can't expect something new if you're not willing to sacrifice. Now, there are 5 things that can block your authentic identity, okay? And that's really your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your patterns, and your habits, okay? So as you evaluate those 5 different areas, these are some questions that I ask myself to help start unraveling really what I want in life. Because how can you create the reality you want if you don't even know what you want? That's the true question. What do you want? Okay? Now, some questions that I ask myself is, what is the life that you're choosing for yourself right now? And what is the life that you're looking to live? Okay? Then where is your focus going? Where is your energy going? Okay? Because if you're putting your focus into a lot of stuff you don't like, well, then more stuff that you don't like is going to come. So where is your focus at every single day? What storyline are you feeding currently? You are the director of your life. If you don't like it, rewrite it. If you, that as simple as that. If you don't like the place that you are in, rewrite your story. And I mean literally, go and write down what you want in a journal, right? And then think about how you can make that a reality. Think about the steps that you can take right now to make that a reality. And that maybe that's an assignment for you. Why don't you go and write down one goal that you want, right? And start thinking of ways that you can make that into your reality right now. What's a step that you could do tomorrow to make that happen? The next question would be, what are you denying about yourself currently in your situation, right? So are you staying in a relationship and you want a happy relationship and you know you're not happy in the relationship you're in, but you will stay in that relationship because you have a fear of abandonment? So what are you denying about the situation, right? You know you want to be a business owner, you know you want to start a business, but you don't take the steps to actually actualize that. You're not making a plan for it. You're stuck on Netflix. You're not taking the steps in doing the studying and doing the work to actually become that. You want to lose weight, but you're at, fast food every day. You're not eating healthy. You're not going to the gym, right? So what are you denying about your current situation that could help you move forward on your path? There is one thing that is blocking you, and that is your mind. That is your mind. If you are wanting to get to the most authentic part of yourself, you have to figure out your mind. You have to take back control of your mind, because spiritually, the enemy is playing with your mind. It's a battle for your soul, okay? It is a battle for your soul, and the enemy is going to plant everything in your mind to get you to stop. Oh, I'm too tired, I'm broke, I'm this, I'm that, I'm all these lies that will be planted in your mind to get you to take and feed one of those thoughts so that you believe it for yourself. It is the powerful strategies of the enemy to keep you in the same cycle, in the same situation that you're in, and not ascending to who you truly are. So now let's talk about the 5-step formula to clearing out old energy so you're able to really cultivate a new mindset and really clear out a lot of those old energies so you can bring in new energy so that you can start building from a different place. Number 1 is going to be becoming aware of your negative thoughts and emotions. Now, this is pivotal because without awareness, you're just creating unconsciously, right? So you have to become aware of these negative thoughts and emotions. When you say, I can't, who said that? You can do anything. And when you say, I can't, that is a lie planted in your mind. Off of a belief system, off of something that someone else said in the past, off of something that the enemy is planting in your mind currently. You can do anything, right? And so you need to be able to catch those in the moment, right? I will do it. So are we catching those negative thoughts in the moment and becoming aware of them so that we can see where we are getting thrown off track? And then being aware of our emotions when thoughts come in, fear, right? When you want to take an action, but then you feel something that makes you scared or feel like you're not unworthy or you doubt it, right? Where is that coming from? Where does that stem from? See, that's a lot of the issue that happens is that a lot of the times either A, we just quit when we feel it off the start, or then you have other people who act like it's just not there. And I used to do that. I just act like it's not there. Like I doubt myself and then I'm just like, it's not real. It's not real. Just keep going, right? But what does that do? It doesn't do anything for you because you're not learning where it stems from. And so that doubt has been a seed that has been planted in you by the enemy that you need to go back and understand, right? Is this from childhood? Is this something that happened in my teenage years? Is this something that, happened in my adulthood? Where does this stem from? Where did I get this from? So that you can heal that and so that you can move forward, because those are lies and they're not true. As we talk about thoughts, this actually brings up a biblical verse that is amazing and really puts into scope about negative thoughts and really how spiritual warfare is working. And so I pulled this actually. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 3-5. For though we live in a world, we do not wage war as the world does. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power and demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments in every pretension. That's a claim. Pretension is a claim. It doesn't make it true. that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ. Okay? So when you get a thought that is contradictory to what you're doing, what you believe, what you love, you take captive every thought and you make it obedient. You are in control. You have the power. So how do you start to get this out? How do you start to transform and to heal this stuff? And one of the things that I do is definitely meditation. I will always tell you meditation 100%. I feel like meditation is the key to really understanding your inner world, your inner reality, and you'll start to understand that those thoughts really aren't you, right? And then it's just at that. Another thing is, again, journaling. You have to start journaling the stuff out and processing it. And it's really powerful when you start to get it on the page and just write. Don't even think about it, just write. And as you write, you go back and read it, and you're able to process that, and you're able to speak to it, and you're able to heal that inner child, that has been trapped in there, scared, right? And you're able to really come forth and give what you need to really move forward in your path. Number 2, reprogramming. What are your belief systems, and is it supporting where you want to go, right? If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you can accomplish what your dream is, it's going to stop you every single time. So how are you going to move forward, right, if your thoughts are not in alignment with what you are wanting to do? Your mental plane is not in alignment with your spiritual plane. Well, this comes into play when we need to start reprogramming our thoughts based off of everything that has been programmed thus far in our life that has conditioned us to tell you that you can't do something, right? So how do you do this? Well, it starts with the sacrifice that you have to make on what are you watching? What are you putting in your mind? What music are you listening to? What TV shows are you watching, right? Are they inspirational, right? If I want to be a business owner, am I listening to business content? Right? Am I learning, enriching my mind with things that are going to help me, or am I putting things in my mind that are going to hurt me or set me back? And that's super important, because a lot of the stuff that they are putting in the shows and everything, really in the media, it is really meant to condition you. So we need to understand, okay, instead of watching that Netflix show, maybe throw on a podcast, right? Or something in that nature. Read a book. The next thing there is choosing positivity, choosing gratitude in every moment. This is why they tell you, you wake up and you give gratitude, right? You prime your day with things that are good, right? You prime your mind with, this is going to be a good day. I love the people around me. I love the life that I'm living. This is why they say that, is because when you prime the mind of thoughts already, that's how your day becomes. If you start off negative, your day will be negative. Let's make it happen for them. Well, it's like, we're going to have a shitty day. Okay, well, let's let your body, your mind is going to be like, okay, well, he wants a shitty day, so let's give him a shitty day, right? Or if you wake up and say, wow, this is a great morning, and I'm going to do great things today, and I'm going to accomplish a lot today, and your mind, your body is going to say, well, he wants to have a good day. He's going to make it happen today, so let's do it. Let's make everything today that needs to be in alignment to make today a good day. Number 3, take action. You have to follow through on the promises to yourself. I don't know how important this is. We can always follow through when other people ask us to do stuff, but you always give yourself a break. I used to do this. This used to be me, right? Anybody asks me to do something, I'm doing it. I'm doing it 100% of my time. But if Delbert tells Delbert to do something, that's all right. I'll do it tomorrow. No, you need to follow through on your promises, right? And I had a coach actually tell me one time, you need to write down 3 wins a day. 3 wins. They can be small wins a day. This is why they tell you wake up and make your bed in the morning. Why? Because you're starting the day off with a win. Your brain loves a reward system. This is how they trained you your entire life, is based off a reward system. And now you can do this for yourself in regards to, we're going to get wins. So now your mind starts to look for wins in life, right? Oh, wow, that keeps me in a positive mood because I'm looking for the good and I'm not prone to the bad. Number 4 is start understanding your emotions and how they connect to trauma wounds that are within you that are creating the same cycles over and over and over again. And I'm actually going to read you a little bit of what I wrote here, because emotions are energy and movements towards a thought, action, or circumstance, okay? Think back to when you were an uncorrupted child and anything was possible. Everything in life has been learned from somewhere, someone, or something. That negative energy is blocking your true power. So it is imperative that we start to understand where these emotions stem from so we can identify here and actually clear them out. Once you actually physically identify a wound, that experience that caused that trauma in your life, you have to talk to your inner child. You have to literally sit down, right, and understand, okay, where did this stem from? Bring that experience in your mind with your imagination and pull a lesson from it. What did you learn from it? You can learn something from every situation, whether it is your fault or it is not your fault. You can learn from everything. And when you understand that lesson, you need to then give your inner child the love that it needed in that moment, right? It's going to be okay. We can move on. We can step forward. You are safe, right? This is how we begin to clear a lot of those wounds out of us so that they don't trigger us down the road. A lot of the times we're reacting from things that happen way, way, way in the back. Way in the back. You're not mad at the person right there. You're just triggered from, they triggered an emotion that is stuck in your inner child and you haven't healed it yet. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the enemy here. So it's the enemy will actually exploit your wounds, okay, to keep you cycling through low frequencies of fear and everything that stems from it. That's shame, guilt, unworthiness. All of that stuff stems from fear, and the enemy will poke at those wounds, plant thoughts, bring situations in that poke those wounds to keep you cycling and creating those same low frequency cycles so that you can't ascend to grow out of those issues and start creating something new from the learned lessons that you've had. To really go into that deeper, you are feeding those thoughts, okay? The enemy has no power, and the only way the enemy can gain power is if you give it energy. So if, let's say that, let's say, you want a new relationship, but a thought pops in your head that, oh, well, I'm not worthy of that. That's not you. That was a thought planted by the enemy, and you can either say, that's not true. I am worthy, right? I am worthy of someone good. I am worthy of having love. Or you can take that thought of, oh, I'm not worthy because of something in the past that happened that made you feel like you were unworthy. And now you put that energy into it in real time and you feed that thought. You feed that energy in your mind, keeping you stuck and creating the same situations over and over and over and over again. Number 5, and our last one, is knowing who you are, right? Knowing who you are spiritually and physically, okay? Now, you will always hear me say, you are the most powerful being on this planet, but do you believe that? Because being the most powerful being on this planet means you have the power to create and destroy, and you can choose whether you want to do that consciously or unconsciously, okay? Now, as you take steps, those small steps in trusting God, source, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, right? As you take those steps in trusting that inner guidance, you will gain confidence. You will gain confidence along your journey, putting more belief into who you are. And as you expand, right? As you expand yourself, you become more powerful because you understand more of how the unseen works, okay? One thing to always remember is that don't give up. Don't give in. Don't do it. Don't, because you're almost there. When you're about to give up, you're almost there. You're about to get to the finish line. Always know that everything works out for your good and nothing is impossible. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment below, do all the YouTube things for me as we continue to dive into renewing the mind and also going into breaking fear, conquering fear, and replacing it as we live in love, joy, happiness, harmony. Again, my name is Delbert. And also, if you want to support the vision, we actually are a faith-based clothing brand who does organic clothing only, right? Because a lot of people have no idea that polyester, spandex, nylon, fabrics like this are actually plastic. And so a part of my vision and my journey is to really replace a lot of these big corporations that are exploiting with greed fabrics that are man-made to really start to transform the clothing industry into an organic feel. And so if you want to support the vision, if you want to support Divine Creator Brand, check us out on divinecreatorbrand.com. Love you so much, and we're out.